We're good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm Jonathan Stoner, and this first song's called Umbrellas. Took an umbrella when there's no rain. Another picture, not in the frame. Told me a story as we crossed those tracks. Wandering memories find themselves back. You said beautiful things scare you most. Don't know what's there till you're up close. I hope I drove out to the right place. There is a car parked in the next space. But something tells me that you are here. When I see what hangs on the rearview mirror. You said beautiful things scare you most. Don't know what's there till you're up close. You said beautiful things scare you most, but they're what I cling to when I'm losing hope. You said beautiful things scare you most. Don't know what's there till you're up close. You said beautiful things scare you most, but they're what I cling to when I'm losing hope.
All right. So, who are you?
I'm Jonathan Stoner.
You want to tell us about like your major, anything you do at school?
Yeah, so I'm a music business major, a bachelor's of music. I am in collegiate choir, and I'm also in the classical guitar ensemble.
Nice, nice. All right, I'm gonna show you this video, and then I'm gonna ask you a question about it.
Oh my gosh.
So, have you ever thought about just dropping music and joining the NBA?
You know, I think about that at least 3 times a day. But, you know, something's got to pay the bills. And I think that until I make it to the NBA, music is just, you know, my way to subsidize that
Yeah.
career.
No, yeah, I respect the side hustle.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to tell us
I'm
about this next
joking.
song you're gonna play for us?
Yeah. Yeah, so this next one is going to be, it's called Voice Memo. It's just about, like, little moments that, like, make a difference. So I was, like, at the time I wrote this, it was, I was, like, really stressed out, and it was just, like, little moments with, like, my friends that, like, got me through stuff. So, yeah, it's called Voice Memo. If I don't end up seeing you tomorrow, if I try to speak but no words follow, if if my pride gets in the way and tries to put me in my place. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, to make you laugh while you go through the simple everyday. When I see you in the mornings, no, it's kind of funny how this all is working out for me. I thought I had things planned out, but there's a few times, little seasons in this life, when someone like you comes around. And oh, Thanksgiving Day, setting up the table, when I hear you speak on an old voice memo, you made me smile that day, even when you're many miles away. No, it's kind of funny how this all is working out for me. I thought I had things planned out, but there's a few times, little seasons in this life, when someone like you comes around. And oh,
All right. So I don't know if you use Spotify, but if you do, who is your top Spotify artist?
oh, Stevie Wonder.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and how many minutes did you have?
Overall, I think I had 31,000.
Oh.
So I had a lot.
I almost had the same. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So what first got you into music?
Probably my dad. My dad listens to like a lot of like classic rock and a lot of like these classic like singer-songwriters. So like James Taylor, other people than James Taylor, like America's a big band that has influenced me and stuff like that. So probably my dad.
Yeah. So how would you describe like the music you make? Like, are there any other artists that like influence your style?
Oh well, like I said, like James Taylor is one of them. I am really influenced by the Paper Kites. They're one of my favorite bands. And then also earlier on, probably Ed Sheeran, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So, oh wow. So tell us about like a specific performance that like made it memorable and like why it stood out to you.
It's always memorable when people like come up and like say that like this song like touched them or they were able to relate to it. So there's a bunch like that, but there was one performance that I remember. Someone came up to me. I had performed a song about my grandpa who had passed away, and they had said that like the day before or like 2 days before their uncle had just passed away, and that song was like helping them get through it. And so that was probably one of the bigger things. It's always nice to know that I can help a little bit with music.
Sure. So we did some research, and like last year you mentioned that you want a future career in ghostwriting. Is that still up there? Or
Yeah, I mean I do. That is the dream for sure. I definitely try to write with as many people as possible on campus and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's a cool way to meet people too. I think songwriting is like a good way to get to know someone because you have to be vulnerable.
All right. So in the future, who do you wish to like collaborate or future ghostwrite even for?
Yeah, probably Sage. And then yeah, just like there's a lot of people on campus that I'd like to write with, but yeah, yeah, Sage would be a good one to
I
write
do
with.
love Sage.
Yeah.
And what's next for Jonathan Stoner, and where can we find your work?
Yeah, that's a great question. Um, so I have the Instagram right now. That's probably the best thing right now for my work. But um, I'm looking to like get an album out there pretty soon. We're in the works with like Dominic and Hannah Caesar as well. Working hard to record stuff. So yep.
Yeah, for sure. So you want to tell us about this last song you're going to play for us?
Yeah. So this last song is called Mother's Voice, and I wrote it after a conversation with like one of my friends. We were talking about like what we wanted to do with like the rest of our lives and stuff, and like she had said that she was like wanting to give up on like the career that like she's going to college for. I was like, oh, that sucks. And then she's like, no, it's a good thing, 'cause like I wanna get back to like my old dream that I had as a kid. I'm like, what is that? And she's like, I want to be just like my mom. And so I thought, I'm like, that was really cool, like sentiment. So I made like a narrative like sort of around that idea, and it's like a dad watching his wife with their kids and stuff.
All right, I'll let you take it away.
All right, I got a tune. All right, I think we should be good. Voice of a mother putting her kids to bed. They ask for another. She smirks but shakes her head, closes the blinds, dims the lights as the sky is turning red. And he heard from the hallway, still smiling from the scene, closes the door, and like before, when they were young, their eyes meet. This is what I thought of when you first sang for me. I always knew you had a mother's voice. She came crying off the bus, her dress soaked in her tears. Little girl teased and picked on her father's biggest fear. He clenched his fist, barely resists, giving those boys a fat lip. And they walk from the bus stop and see her coming home from work. She drops her bag on the driveway, not even changing first. Knees on the grass, a whispering back. She hugs her daughter in the dirt. I always knew you had a mother's voice, a mother's voice. Oh, all right. My name is Jonathan Stoner. Thank you, office hours. I'm sorry. Drops her bag on the driveway.